before I share my screen. If you have felt burnout or fear of a change even once this past month, give me a thumbs up. Give me a reaction. Give me anything. Yeah? Yeah? Well, would you look at that? We're all human. And that is exactly why I am here. So my name is Kseniia, and I am a founder of Cognitive Rise, which is people first business, helping teams across UK rise above stress, disconnection, and fear of the future together. I wanted to start a business since I was 16. I've always been driven to the idea of creating something meaningful, something that can actually support people. But the idea that stuck and felt personal, urgent, and deeply human came when I moved to London. As a refugee, I had to rebuild everything: my identity, my confidence, and my connections. I realized how often people around me, like in workplaces, in life, were also stuck in a survival mode. And, smart, capable, and passionate people just overwhelmed, burned out, and afraid of change. That's why Cognitive Rise was born, not just as a business, but as a response to what I saw, lived, and knew needed to change. Let's be honest, we all know this, but no one really saying it out loud. People are not okay. Workplaces are quietly breaking down, not from lack of tech, but from lack of trust. People are silently burning out while pretending that they are fine. And team burnout is costing companies over £1,000 per employee every year. And it doesn't even look like a breakdown. It often looks like people zoning out in the meeting, not speaking up, or avoiding new ideas. Teams don't know how to talk about hard things, so they just don't. Disconnection becomes a norm, and disconnection is expensive. Change is happening faster than people are emotionally ready for, and especially around AI. And 61% of workers in UK fear losing their jobs to AI based on 2023 statistics. So it's probably even worse now. And this isn't a skill gap, it's a confidence and a trust gap. Organizations are reactive, not relational. Culture isn't fixed by tech, it's shaped in conversation, connection, and community. And Cognitive Rise breaks this loop by addressing stress at its root, which is nervous system and emotional safety, opening space for honest conversations, introducing change like AI through curiosity, not fear, and supporting both individuals and team system. Our core offer is Connected Growth Program, a 6 month experience for teams navigating pressure, transition, or AI uncertainty. We run powerful sessions blending icebreakers, nervous system regulation, real conversation, peer-to-peer coaching, and AI upskilling that feels safe, not scary. We don't just teach, we transform. And you might ask, what upskilling in AI gives you as a participant? Well, when you understand AI, fear turns into confidence. You stop imagining the worst and start seeing where you fit in. You gain clarity, what's changing, what isn't, and how to move forward. Shift from feeling replaceable to resourceful, and AI becomes a partner, not a threat. You begin thinking, how can this help me to lead better? And from that space of safety, you're open to real growth, not just tech skills, but communication, leadership, and confidence. Fear blocks learning. So when people feel safe, they engage. That's why Cognitive Rise starts with humans first. So AI becomes something we work with, not hide from. Our first testing event, we ran just 15 minutes of icebreaker sessions and embodied experiences. See us in action. What a lovely painting you created. You feeling right? And that's what participants said. This was unique and special experiences. I felt joyful and elated. There is such a strong need for playfulness and joy in a system we're in. And those are quotes from participants who spent just 15 minutes in a pilot session with us. Imagine what is possible to achieve in a 6 full sessions with coaching, structure, and care. Right now, we're inviting 2 forward-thinking organizations to partner with us as a pilot site. Here, what you'll get: 4 powerful group sessions, 2.5 hours each, tailored for your team needs, one-to-one coaching and peer-led reflection that creates real momentum, and tools to help your people regulate stress, reconnect as a team, and build confidence in the age of AI. What do we need from you? Just a space to host a session, a team that's open to change, and the willingness to create a culture where people don't just survive, but rise. If that sounds like your organization, let's talk after the session. Let's build something powerful together. I want to see the world where people meet change with curiosity instead of fear. And teams don't just survive, but they rise, connected, confident, and awake to their own potential. Right now, you're looking at the founder, coach, and writer of the speech. I'm a Circle certified leadership coach trained in embodied group works and life experience in transition, trauma, and transformation. We also have Anastasia Stompel, who has 7 years of teaching Kundalini Yoga, have given her deep understanding to both physical and mental processes. She has worked with office professionals as well as veterans dealing with psychological trauma. And I'm building a collective of people who care as much as I do. Cognitive Rise isn't about AI, it's about people. How we can turn fear into confidence, isolation into connection, and burnout into momentum. So, let me ask you something. Have you got a team that's not quite clicking the way they used to? Or maybe people who are tired, disconnected, just unsure how to handle all the change happening around them? If yes, then they're exactly who we built this for. I'm not asking for money today. I'm inviting you to a conversation. Book a call with me and let's talk about your team, what they're facing, and how we can support them through it. No pressure, no pitch, just real conversation to see what's possible together. Thank you. And I am ready for your questions when you are.
That was amazing. Thank you so much. Any questions?
Somebody, anybody, everybody scream.
So Ian Lunn has asked, do you work across the UK?
So currently I am London based. I would say I moved to London first of all because I decided that that will be a city with opportunities, and then I created business based on the need in London. However, I'm pretty sure that if the opportunity comes, I'm not just gonna skip it. I think I will be able to move around and figure it out. Because, I'm planning to do sessions once in 3 weeks. So then, if it will be somewhere, let's say in Leeds or Newcastle, I can just come over for a day while I'm delivering the session and then leave. So I would say it's a bit flexible.
Any other questions?
Hi, Anna. I think you have to put the question in the chat, or maybe not.
Okay.
You can unmute. Oh, wait, you can ask.
Okay, I just share my feedback, and thank you, Kseniia, for sharing your experience. And I would like to connect with you. I think I book a call with you, and I will be happy to connect because I'm also from Ukraine. I'm also founder of CIC company, and I'm Finnish Idea Interaction 2024.
Brilliant.
And I have experience, and I would like to share my experience and maybe connect for future projects. And I would like to say thank you for your presentation. It was great.
Thank you so much, Anna. It will be great to connect. You can see my LinkedIn, the QR code for the LinkedIn right there. And you can also drop me an email. I'll be happy to get back to you. Hello, Teresa. You're currently on mute. We cannot hear you.
I've got two questions. I think your model is really fascinating, but there's two problems that I've seen in work. People who work remotely, who don't connect with their team or have same opportunities to share ideas. So I'm wondering how your model helps with that. And I've also, my second question is slightly different. I've also done work with people on the front line, people like ambulance drivers who are firefighters who see terrible things. and they don't really have support in processing the things that they've seen. And sometimes that ends up in quite transgressive stuff. So I wondered if you were particularly thinking about the trauma-based model that you've got of using it for people on the front line.
Okay. So regarding the first question, just to make sure that I understood it correctly, how am I going to support the people who currently working remotely and don't have the opportunity to connect?
Yeah.
Okay, so for this particular model, this is my MPV, where I support people currently offline. My future projects, I want to also deliver sessions where we can communicate with people who can come to our office when we have it. Other than being completely corporate-based business, I want to create a business where people can just come to our office and have the same sessions and same experiences other than just work remote. Because I went through it. I was working remote. It was completely terrible. I didn't have the opportunity to connect to team. And that was also one of the pushing system where I decided to create this idea. And for me, just attending sessions online wasn't enough. I needed to be somewhere in person. I needed to connect to people. So that is definitely a future plan. Currently, while I'm just starting, I want to be able to gain clarity with my services with the companies offline, but that will be the future perspective for the online people. Other than that, in terms of supporting people, veterans, etc., I'm a refugee. Anastasia is a refugee. We're both from Ukraine. Anastasia been in Ukraine for the first 7 months of the full-scale invasion, where she would support women who went through the rape in Bucha, people and children who went through the rocket attacks, as well as the soldiers, and currently still supporting soldiers who going through the war, already veterans. And even though you don't usually meet those people in a workplace, what I'm saying is that her capabilities is more than enough to handle this pressure and to support those people. So she will be able to support people who will be coming from the office-based environment and facing particular struggles. So even if we talk about the severe cases of people going through anxiety, depression, and PTSD, she will be able to support them within the practices, especially when we will have one-to-one coaching.
Thank you so much, Kseniia.
Thank you.
Any other questions in the chat? Still nothing? Thank you so much for that pitch. I believe you've got a chance to hear what Kseniia does. It's time to go to our next presenter. That is Helena. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.